list or anything. You know, it's good. It's good to lose a few pounds because as you get older, you know, everything hangs. And sometimes there has to be like a wake-up call to tell you that you want to die. You know? Have you ever been in a shower and you don't have a towel? Oh man, that's it. You're step out, you know, and you think, oh, how do I get the towel? So you streak across the room. Well, the other day, you know, I did that. And I heard this voice, you know who? He said, I don't know what that is, but it needs ironing. Something like that is a wake-up call. But you get used to that because as you get older, you know, you get used to not looking so great. Like, you know, losing hair. Men lose their hair. But you know, women do too. They lose their hair. In fact, I lost all the hair on my legs. That's nice, you don't have to shave your legs. You know, so there's the good side to it. You know, it frees up your time. You know? And that way I have time now to take care of the mustache I'm growing. But anyway, you know, there's been a lot of diets on the market, the low-cal, you know, the Atkins doctor, Dr. Atkins, you know, he came along and told us that calories didn't matter, you know. And at that time, we were all hung up from childhood, our mothers feeding us bread. I mean, they loved us, and yet they gave us bread, you know. But that was supposed to be a no-no when he came along. But he was a pioneer in his field, really, but telling us that, you know, these carbohydrates were so bad. Many of us feared, back then, a terrorist attack. Someone might put a bagel in the water supply. So you never know. But anyway, he was a great man. He replaced the low-cal diet, which the trouble with the low-cal diet is that it's hard to stick on it. My husband stays on the low-cal diet for, I would say, up to 4 hours. So, you know, that's good. But what happened with Dr. Atkins is that he did a lot of research. You know, he had his lab tests, and he made experiments on the ever-popular Hostess Ding Dong diet. And, he did the big lab test, and the trouble there is that he got a lab rat that looked like the Plymouth Voyager. You know? And so then he decided he's got to go another direction. So he went into the idea that carbohydrates were damaging. And so we all believed it. But he was a great man. I mean, really, a pioneer in his field, like Galileo and Eminem. You know, but as all great ones are, persecuted, hotly hated, you know. They hated him. They opposed him. And in fact, the American Celery Growers Association stalked him. And so, you know, that was bad. We all read about the people slashing his tires with little shreds of Melba toast. But he taught us that you can eat lard, cheese, you know, you could eat a whole whale or a whole pig if you wanted to, as long as that pig had not recently been exposed to bread. So, you know, we learned that, but it, you know, turned out that he had a tragic demise, and many people blamed his diet. But actually, his followers proclaimed that that was not true, even though the autopsy report showed a 28-pound Big Mac in his stomach. But so, you know, still he helped a lot of people. Americans lost thousands of pounds. In fact, but the trouble with that is that you can't tell it by looking at actual Americans. You know, you can't really tell that. They are the fattest people in the world. Did you know that? Statistics show. We are it. And, you have heard about North America. You know, this side is going to sink down and be covered with water for December. Who's to blame? All of you out there. We're on the way down. But, of course, you know, that won't really happen. But, you know, Dr. Atkins had a dream like Martin Luther King. I have a dream. He had a dream of selling 427 million diet books. And he did. But anyway, his legacy lives on. And so we today are trying our best. So I would say, eat up. It really doesn't matter. Now, Harry thought I should sing a song appropriately titled Crazy. So I'm going to try to do that. I always like this kind of Western type things. We didn't rehearse much, so I hope this, I'm like Brother Warren, hope it isn't not good.
Yeah, that's the one song I sing.